they could also sell that along with toys. I think that was the catch there.
Why didn't they make it something healthy like chickpeas and lentils and things like that? They're selling kids pizza.
Because kids ain't going to want to have chickpeas and lentils, Tom. Come on. Kids want pizza.
There's nothing sexy about pulses, Tom. Your finger is not on the pulse, if you get what I'm saying.
I get you. Legumes don't sell. All right, let's go with this from Samurai Pizza Cats. They write in, what message did this song send to this girl? Does it sound like she's falling for me or if she's liking my posts? Okay, so I'm friends with the singer and I'm in her fan club. She is not a big star like Ariana Grande. She is a singer who is known in the community. I have a crush on her, but I try to hide it. But it's hard, and sometimes I feel like I reveal it unintentionally sometimes. Her birthday was 2 weeks ago. During her birthday, I made a post in her fan club dedicating this song to her named Somebody's Baby by Jackson Brown. My post got over 100 likes, 139 to be exact. She even liked the post and posted a comment saying, thank you, with a heart symbol. Ever since then, she started liking a lot of my posts. I really like that she's liking a lot of my posts as it makes me feel good, but I wonder if this song somehow made her fall for me. Does it sound like this song made her fall for me? What kind of message does this song send to her? Please help me figure this out. Samurai Pizza Cats.
This is a sticky situation because by the sounds of it, this musician is a semi-celebrity.
Yep.
So it makes them seem attainable, especially now with social media. Whereas, you see like a Gaga or somebody like that on Instagram, they get millions of likes and comments. So you would be lost to deceive that. Whereas if somebody is a bit more local, like in this person's case, they're like, I've got a chance at this. Like my post got over 100 likes, 139 to be exact, but who's counting? I'm definitely not counting.
I'm not counting that. No.
So they feel like it is an achievable goal, but I don't think posting a song like that is having the effect that you think it is.
Yeah,
no chance. Absolutely no chance.
I wasn't familiar with the song. I will read the lyrics to you just so you know. She's got to be somebody's baby. She's so fine. She's probably someone's only light. Gonna shine tonight. Yeah, she's probably somebody's baby. All right.
I feel like she's probably listening to this song and thinking to herself, yeah, you're right. I am going to be somebody's light. She probably doesn't think that you, Samurai Pizza Cat, are going to be that light or that you're her light. She just thinks to herself, yeah, this is nice. And I mean, now that you've posted that thing and she's agreed with it, now she's going to keep an eye out for more of your posts. But I don't think you have a chance, man.
As a musician, right, she's not, let's just not say she's not a big star. She's still, we'll consider her a struggling musician. She's, gotten some interaction from fans. That's got to make her feel good in a sense. In the end goal for her, she wants to be popular and she wants more of that. So you have to sort of treat your fans with respect and acknowledge them when they've done something for you. And all she did was say thanks with a love heart emoji. Like that takes 2 seconds to do. It's not like she wrote a letter or wrote a song dedicated to Samurai Pizza Cats.
She didn't direct message you back or anything like that. She just literally wrote thanks with a love heart. That's it.
Yep.
Like, if she direct messaged you, then I think you got a chance. But,
I agree. If she slid into the DMs, that would be the go-ahead. This reminds me of a story. The way this person's acting reminded me of a thing I used to do when I was younger, but this happened to me a couple of years ago when I was working in retail. There was a guy I worked with, and he broke up with his girlfriend. Well, she dumped him, right?
Right.
And they both enjoyed the Arctic Monkeys, and I remember him asking me, he's like, what do you think if I post this song on Facebook? He's like, when she sees that, like, that'll get her, right? Because it used to be our song, and the song's called Are You Mine? So it's going to, like, really hit her. And at the time, right, I was probably, like, 19, and this guy was in his late 20s. And even I was like, dude, like, where is your maturity? I didn't say it to him, but in my head, I'm like, because I didn't know him that well, I was like, surely you know this is a bad idea. But when he pushed the post button, you would have thought he hit the button to, like, a nuclear bomb. Like, he thought he was really making an impact with what he just did.
He was like, goodbye, Russia.
I feel like when you're that young, no, hold on. He was late 20s, so he was an idiot. But when you're younger, you actually think social media, like, you can post a song and it will get somewhere. It doesn't. People, like, we look back at our posts from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and we go, oh my God, that was cringeworthy. Or even if it was just a song, like, oh, my mood right now, and I posted this song, I cringe at that. And then to think, like, no one is looking at what you're posting going, hey, that song was our song. Maybe I am going to take him back. It ain't ever going to happen.
I think in that scenario, people just want to be able to, I want to say how I feel, but I don't want to say how I feel. and I'm going to expect them to know exactly how I feel, even though I've given them the bare minimum information. And then I'll get upset when they don't respond or don't take on what they do.
Yeah, and with what Marcus was saying as well, I think regardless of the problems you've had with somebody, I don't think seeing them post a song that you guys both once listened to is going to be like, well, they were a shit person, they cheated on me, but they did post that song that we both used to listen to, so now I'm interested. Like, you're not going to be scrolling through and be like, what I'm trying to say is I need the deep end, and being like, oh, okay, I'm interested now.
Have you? This is interesting because this person's Samurai Pizza Cat's trying to get noticed by a celebrity or anything. Did you guys ever write a letter or do anything to someone that was considered a celebrity, whether it be music star, actor, athlete?
I have never really tried to get in contact with somebody of public nature or anything like that because I'm always of the opinion of they don't want to hear from their, like, I'm sure they like hearing from their fans and all that, but what am I going to say to them that's going to win them over or anything like that? Like, I won't say anything different to 500,000 other people. So I'm going to leave it. I let, even if I see someone in person like that's famous, I don't even go up for an autograph. I'm just like, nah, let them live their life.
It's more or less a one-way street as far as the transaction.
Yeah.
You give them
exactly.
a little bit of gratitude and that you get nothing in return.
Yeah.
Have you ever reached out, Tom?
I feel like maybe around the time of like the Sydney Olympics, I'm pretty sure I may have written a letter to Kathy Freeman or Ian Thorpe, one of the two.
Did you get a response?
Yeah, the Torpedo sent me his number. I don't know, just the phone number. I was thrown back by it.
He thought he sent you one of his like business cards, Thorpe's Angels. He wanted you to be a part of that.
A signed shirtless pic of Thorpe.
Yeah. Damien, you?
But now I want to ask Tom, did you actually get a response or you got no response?
Unfortunately, I got no response from the Torpedo.
Oh, wow. You got dogged by the Olympian.
Yep. He's got bigger fish to fry and he knows fish because he swims. So
That's true. He is the Australian Aquaman, as they call him.
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a gold medal in being a jerk to a kid, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I feel like I used to write letters to fictional characters a lot of the time when I was younger before I realized they didn't actually exist. You know what I mean? And I think
You wrote letters to Die Hard, yeah?
yes, the movie.
Die Hard.
Not Bruce Willis. I wrote it to the whole movie.
Yeah.
That one part with that guy.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure my parents would just like act like they were mailing it. And I'm pretty sure they even gave me like fake letters back, like they responded, which was nice of them.
That's sweet.
Did you guys ever write letters to Santa Claus?
I did. Definitely did the letters to Santa Claus. I think that's like a rite of passage, Marcus. I feel like you might have missed out on that. Is that because you're a younger sibling and your parents are like, oh, we've done it with the others, so not happening?
I don't even know if they did it. I don't even know if they did it with the others. But honestly, it was never like, hey, you want to write a letter to Santa? We can find out what. I don't know. I can't tell you when I found out Santa wasn't real. That's how like I wouldn't have been that old. I reckon I would have been like 5, maybe 6, 7. My brothers were just, they were older, so once they knew, they had to spoil it for me, and then. That's just what it was.
Why do I need to tell Santa in a letter? I sat on his lap. I told him in person. You forgetful? Jesus.
I empathize with the big brother thing, Marcus. I remember when my brothers told me that Die Hard wasn't a real person, and that really just upset me.
It broke your heart.
One thing I used to do that I found out later because my parents told me was I would write my letter to Santa on Christmas Eve, and I would generally write in that list in the letter my list of things I wanted. So my parents would, like a couple of years later when I knew Santa was really like, you killed us because every night, every Christmas Eve, you would write what you wanted, and we would see all the things we didn't get you, how we stuffed up your present.
Yeah.
And I think I said to them, like, why didn't you just tell me to write the letter at an earlier date? And they're like, oh, we didn't think of that. So.
And nowadays, when there's like Christmas Eve late night trade, that would be perfect for them. They'd be like, write it 2 days earlier. They get the letter at 11 o'clock, and they're like, all right, out, off to the shops to buy everything they need.
We can do this. Yeah.
Different time. So this person here, how do you sort of tell them that it's not happening? Because I feel like that's basically all of our thoughts is that this doesn't mean anything. How do you let this person know that this ain't it, Chief?
I feel like, look, it's not it. The way you got to think of it is if she's direct message, if she took it offline, like not offline, if she took it like privately between you and her, yeah, then you got a chance. then you might be able to like meet up with her and whatnot. But her liking your stuff, her liking the post, it's nothing. She just thinks, oh, you're just an adoring fan. And if you continue to think that you do have a chance, you're starting to turn into that stalker crazy fan. And you don't want to be that stalker crazy fan. So just take it, appreciate the fact that she acknowledged you and move on.
Sure.
I think you speak in this person's language and you make a post on their wall with a song that communicates to give up.
Yeah.
I think is the way to go with that.
That's it.
There's got to be a song that could clearly explain how this person is getting rejected. So let's hope that the artist does that.
You just post Let It Go from Frozen and maybe that'll communicate what they should be doing.
That's obviously how this person communicates, so you speak in their language. That's a good advice, I think, Damien. I feel like we should leave it there for Samurai Pizza Cats. What do you think?
Yeah.
Very good. Great job, boys. Great questions. That's all the time we have for the question portion. But as I said, great questions brought to the table as always. Anything to add before we wrap this up and get out of here?
I feel like this might be one of our last, if not the second last, third last episode that we are going to do it via the Zoom call or the online. So hopefully, I mean, I've been listening back to some of these episodes and it doesn't actually sound like we're on call, thankfully. But in the coming future, I feel like our fans can experience an in-room episode. I don't know if it sounds any different, but I'm excited for it.
I'm just going to say it. I miss you guys. I miss seeing you guys face to face.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's
That is
not
so
the
sweet.
same. Like it's weird
it's not the
because
same.
it should feel the same really, but I don't know. Like just something about is a different energy when you're recording by yourself, looking at a screen. If that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
That is very true.
You can't feel the laughter of other people hitting you in the face like that. Like that's. I know it sounds disgusting, but it actually
That's
is
not
a nice
laughter,
feeling.
Marcus. That is not laughter. That is spit. And now that you say it, let's stick to this. Let's stick to how we're recording.
Can we all make sure we have Perspex like screens in front of each other or some sort of protection? I feel like we do kind of get up in each other's grills. We got to think of a safe way to do this, boys.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll just wrap your heads in Glad wrap when you get here and poke a hole in the mouth.
Beautiful.
Well, Damien,
beautiful.
you have that isolation suit, don't you? Like the full on fucking the face mask and all the things that you had from a few weeks back. Just wear that.
He's ready.
Yes, my isolation suit, aka the free poncho I got at the football 5 years ago.
Well, look, we're looking forward to that return in person. I feel like we might be awkward when we see each other. Like, hey, I don't know. How are you? Yeah, because we haven't socially interacted in person. But look, we'll break through that and we'll get it all done properly. I think.
That's
I've been practicing on a volleyball, so I feel like I'm ready to speak to real people now.
I've ordered one of those Korean sex dolls that I saw in the soccer, so I'm excited about that. I know what I'm doing when I talk to a person.
As soon as we meet up for the podcast, Tom just grabs our crotch like, no, Tom, this is not how we podcast.
This is not how you interact with people. Tom, please.
You usually, I thought that you wouldn't fight back. Why are you fighting? Let's leave that there for the podcast, guys. If you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at tqhpodcast@gmail.com. Otherwise, that is all the time we have for this show. Thank you to everyone out there for listening. Thank you, of course, to Marcus.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you to Damien.
Thanks, y'all.
And as we end every episode,
Stay healthy and stay curious.
thank you again for listening. If you want to get in touch with us and ask us a question of your own, you can email us at tqhpodcast@gmail.com.
That email again, Tom.
Is tqhpodcast@gmail.com. We're also on what, Marcus?
We're on Twitter. We're also on Facebook.
At TQH Podcast. You can find us there. And we are also on, Damien.
Wherever you can get a podcast, that is where the TQH Podcast is. Spotify, iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, you name it, we're on there.
And if you head over to iTunes, rate, subscribe, and leave a review, that would be fantastic. 5 stars if you think we deserve it. Thanks for listening.